What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Pnoid News. Man, listen, all right, I know, like, I've been busy all week. I have been, like, literally killing myself working because, I'll be honest with you, child support done taxed my bank account for $2,800. And so, therefore, I'm not getting a paycheck for a couple of weeks. Like, it is what it is. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got other ways around things. But, you know what I mean? Like, I'm having to, like, really break myself to be able to get this money to put it back in this account so I can sit here and be able to pay my bills and things of this nature. You know, family comes before the motherfucking YouTubes and shit. It is what it is. But motherfuckers have been asking for an update on what's going on with the trucker protest. All right. So let's start at the beginning. Truckers had a 47-mile long, convoy to protest the vaccine mandates in Canada. And they ended up taking over the city of Ottawa, which ended up springing other protests all around the world, right? One of which happened to be on Ambassador Bridge between Michigan and Canada, which brings in 25% of all goods between the two countries every day. Now, this is a bit of an issue when you're causing a problem in international trade. You know, I personally think that it's a good thing in the end of the day, like, because, well, I always support workers. I'm a trucker myself, you know what I mean? And I feel like, if, you have the ability to take your ball and go home, it's a good thing to do. Now, see, Justin Trudeau was not happy about, what had happened. You pictured here, being only what can really be described as being savaged by a goose, right? Decided that he was going to, sit here and channel his inner Fidel Castro, which may or may not be his father. We're not really sure in the end of the day, right? But I'm pretty sure that's his dad. Like, it is what it is. Anyway, right? And he is now the full dictator of Canada. They have, they started a GoFundMe for the truckers where they raised nearly $10 million. And then GoFundMe was stopped by the Canadian courts and GoFundMe themselves, right? And decided to try to refund everybody's money after they tried to give it to charities that, were more leftist in causes. And then, they decided to go with Give, Send, Go, which is a company out of Florida. And Give, Send, Go's money was then snatched by the Canadian courts, right? And then the Canadian courts decided that, protests, against the government, peaceful protests are illegal because you are occupying the public streets of your country, which are paid for by tax dollars that you earn every day in places that you drive every day to make your money. You are basically protesting at work. And so that's where we were as of yesterday, where 25% of all trade between Canada and the United States was shut down. I'm proud of you boys. Keep getting it done. It is what it is. But the judges decided that, and, Justin Trudeau, the dictator of Canada, decided that, he was going to shut that down as well. So they brought in heavy equipment and removed all of the trucks from the bridge. All right, so this is an article from, the Detroit Free Press. Several hundred demonstrators continue to protest near the Ambassador Bridge despite a large police presence that initially pushed them back from the entrance. Around 4:40 p.m., a crew used earth-moving equipment to position concrete barricades across Erin Church Road, which carries traffic to the toll booths of the bridge. The move seemed to indicate that the bridge would not reopen anytime soon. The barricades were the first moves of the afternoon after a busy morning. All the pickups and semis that had stayed overnight drove off by Monday morning, leaving about 50 protesters on foot. A line of police then pushed them back several hundred yards past College Avenue. Pictured here, you know what I'm saying? But around noon, new protesters appeared to join them, growing their ranks to several hundred. Early in the morning, Windsor police wearing neon yellow vests over their uniforms appeared to outnumber the remaining protesters and warned them over a public address system that they would be arrested if they didn't leave. The interactions between the two groups remained calm, and then there didn't appear to be any arrest yet. One police officer was seen giving hand warmers to children at the protest. Oh, look at that. Like nothing like the Gestapo you know, handing out hand warmers to, you know, I mean, children. At about 8:15, protesters and pickups left voluntarily, honking their horns as they drove away on Huron Church Road. An hour later, the semis pulled out, blasting their air horns as they went. A crowd of people on foot remained. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, they threatened to take away their commercial driver's licenses and arrest them and charge them with criminal misconduct, and, you know, I mean, put them in jail for 5 years. About 9:50 a.m., a line of police began walking slowly towards them, prompting a few more to leave. About 10:15, dozens more police arrived, flanking the protesters, though the crowd remained calm. Some protesters danced to the music that was playing. Others used their cell phones to shoot photos and videos of the protest. The departure started after additional police arrived at 8:15 a.m. and brought with them a school bus, 4 other municipal buses, and a van labeled Offender Transport. 4 large pickups with the City of Windsor logos on each side were also on scene. Some protesters packed up their things. The owners of a large green tent, which had sheltered a propane grill and some food tables, took it down and hauled away the items underneath of it. 2 other protesters pushed brooms to clean up the debris left on the street. A third one carried a black trash bag to collect the garbage while they chanted, "Clean up, clean up." What? Yo, fucking Dora the Explorer, legit, man. It's fucking just ruined everything. Other protesters appeared to be staying put. A man clad in red and black checkered flannel waved a Canadian flag attached to a hockey stick. The word freedom was written on the flag, and others sang the Canadian national anthem. "We're still making our point. It's still shut down," said one protester named Dan, who wouldn't give his last name. "Well, we're still doing what we set out to do. Just send message to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau," the dictator Justin Trudeau, and Ontario Premier Doug Ford. And wasn't he caught smoking crack? How is he still like the Ontario Premier? Like, yo, legit, like, man, listen, like, these people are literally dictators. End the passports and let us live our lives. We're sick and tired of it. Dan described the protest as peaceful, friendly, and fun-loving. If they want to take the next step and turn us into criminals, racists, misogynists, they are lying through their teeth, he said. Well, you know, this is a misogynist channel. I'm just going to let y'all know right now. Right, another protester that appeared more militant. He had a Canadian flag draped across his chest, matching one down his back. He placed in front of the stoic police officers, shouting, "Remember who you work for, be Canadian." The protesters spent the night in the rear of the trucks, near their trucks, and emerged Saturday morning to 22-degree temperatures and a throng of media with cameras pointed at them. The scene had been mostly quiet in the morning, and nearby McDonald's was busy with people seeking coffee. So, the truckers say they object to Canada's mandate and they must be vaccinated against COVID-19. The protesters shut down the busiest trade crossing between the U.S. and Canada and prompted calls for action from both the White House and Trudeau. On Friday, a Canadian judge ordered the protesters to clear out or face arrest. So that's where we are. You know, I wanted to, stand here and, put this out to tell y'all what's going on, what happened. That protest got shut completely down. And, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's not a good look, right? Legit, it's not a good look. What should have happened is that, they sat there and told them, no, we ain't moving shit, right? Stop the mandates and we'll move this. It's that simple. And they're refusing to do anything, they didn't win anything yet, other than the fact that, the Conservative Party of Canada has, sacked their leader or whatever. But let's be honest, that needed to be done anyway. So it is what it is. I wanted to bring y'all this story. I'm going to be doing another video here. Probably know 2 or 3 videos here tonight. And, we're going to get some stuff worked on. It is what it is. I'm Tom Pease. Like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. Hit the links in the description. Peace be like one. Later.